Hey guys, it's Juicy Jude here for a reading for the Capricorn, my goat tribe. Now, if you are just returning and your followers, thank you for being here always. I'm so happy when I see people wanting to, share the love and the consciousness. And if you're just visiting, I'm glad you found me, and I hope that you like this, it resonates. You can please subscribe, it helps to build the channel and to keep people involved in what's going on. All right, and what else? I got many other things to say because I want to get into this. You guys, wow, what a trip. You guys have an interesting reading, but it's not interesting as much as it is just like, wow, it's got a lot in here. Okay. Where do I start? Well, one thing I'm getting is that somebody needs to see somebody else's point of view. Like there has to be something needs to be done to kind of see the other person's point of view. And I might as well stick these on because I'm going to have to read in a minute or whenever. But I'm going to stick my glasses on here because I'm always losing them even in the same space I'm in. So anyway, yeah, there's something about, I feel that's why it's kind of weird at the beginning, because I'm just like, I'm feeling when I'm meditating about it, I'm like, so you have to see the other person's point of view. I mean, it makes sense, but then you also have to take charge of a situation, which, like I'm feeling like going towards what is appropriate for you right now. And there's something that I'm feeling about a feminine energy. It might be your own feminine energy, or it could be if you're either, this is not a gender specific reading as well. So this can be like a mother, a sister, a daughter, a wife. It could be any of those things, or it can definitely be your own feminine energy. So, and it's always an inside job. So no matter what we're feeling, we're either projecting or protecting something in there. Anyway, something there. But it's like, I also feel so strongly that there's something that you have to sacrifice in order to slow down. You need to slow down. Slow your roll. Slow ride. Take it easy. I couldn't help it. Came in. Anyway, so you Cappies, man. It's funny too, because I feel there's so much intensity in this reading. Like it feels like there has been and still is a lot of intensity. And you want to fly towards slowing down. But because you're going to have to sacrifice something, you got to slow down. But you know how many people are like, oh, I can't do that. I can't go on a trip and do I can't. You can meditate and do yoga by yourself or even home. But I do feel like it would be good for everybody's change of scenery to get out there, man. Get on out there. And so let me see if I got this thing in the way. Who knows with me? So anyway, I do feel that very strong. There's something really intense, and it could have to do with this feminine energy of either yourself or someone else that you're projecting that energy, or you have that energy that's flaring up something. Because ultimately we are our own feminine and masculine energy. We pulled apart polarities when we had to come down to the 3D because it was the pendulum was swinging too far, and we had to make bodies and split into male and female. But we actually have all that shit right inside of us. So if it's sometimes I have when the readings come up, I'm focusing on the masculine. Sometimes comes up Osiris. Anyway, I would like to say, let's go on. because I hope everybody got that, because there's an intensity and a sacrifice, and there's something about you need to slow your roll. Let me see. I always don't know what I'm doing here. Dyslexic me. Can you see that? I hope. Slow down. And then, that sacrifice. But there's also this. Now, this is where it gets fun. Now look at your Capricorn here. And then you got, I drew a bunch of cards for y'all. But this one's the temptation. It's like the devil. Well, the reason that you guys are associated with this energy is because back, I don't know why exactly, but I know one of the reasons. Because I read old astrology for a long time. You know what I mean? Like, I know that, God, my hair's driving me crazy now. I got these glasses on. I can't get this hair out of my eye. Anyway, so I'm just saying that because Saturn, the planet Saturn rules y'all, its job is to govern obstacles and disciplines. So a lot of people in the old astrology books used to call Saturn Satan. Anyway, somehow it kind of got it all encouraged in this. But basically, the devil is just, if you look in any tarot deck, a lot of these decks, I have the originals too, but the thing is, I think I went over this with y'all before, but where it would be. Let me see what's going on in here. See if I can find it quickly. But the point is, there he is, right there. He just came up. But if you look closely at this guy, the devil, and the two people below him, they're basically, they're like chained to him, right? It looks like they're chained, but they're not chained. They're, sorry. Their chains around their neck are so loose that they could actually lift them off anytime they wanted. And they choose to be chained. And the metaphor to this is the temptation and the chaining of your own self, right? So just like whatever's going on here with this feminine energy, I'm not sure how it resonates with you or how you feel it, but I know it definitely has to start inside. But it could be like you have a child, you need to do some some inner child work. You could need to heal with someone. I don't know what's going on. So however that resonates, because there's so many people on the planet, and I'm sure everybody has a different resonation for this. But I feel like a lot of you too feels like the time was going by, and you can't but that's for a lot of us, just so y'all know. Like, everyone's going through that right now. It's like, shit, man. It used to be like you'd have a bad time and then flip right back, but it's not really going that way right now for people. There's a lot of, and I feel like it's a good thing because, I really don't like it. I like to do the shit I like to do, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I think it might be a good thing because it's putting people into perspective around the temptation and this energy. So a lot of this material stuff, and that's why you need to slow down. There's a lot of intensity with you guys right now. It's just like a lot of it. And I also felt like this will be a part. You have to trust too. That's another thing. Trust. Like he's flying. He's almost like the fool, trusting, just flying down. Is he the fool? He could be. Anyway, there's that. And what else did I get for you guys? In my meditation, I'm thinking here. I felt a lot of intensity. And I feel like like you need to slow down and go inside yourself. That's what I'm feeling for you guys. And I definitely feel like in the space that you go to when you're resting and rejuvenating and slowing down, you're going to be slowing down, man. You deserve a break today. Seriously. And we all do, really, I feel. But once this happens, there's something Oh, yes, I wanted to mention as well. I felt a lot of things around the third eye area where it's something's going to open up if you do this path. You know, you have your own free will, so you could also just be in temptation and go that way. But if most of my listeners are, and this is about spiritual awakening and things that's going on with that level, that's where I'm resonating here. Um, in all my things I do. So that's the whole idea. So I don't know what you're so intense about. Maybe you have, maybe you're just tired of taking care of shit all the time. I don't know. But you definitely need some to slow down, and you need to make sure you have time for yourself. You know, this time and space inside of you that will help you focus on your strengths. Oh, and I also felt something somehow around your throat energy. I remember that too. So I felt that and the third eye. Yeah, right in tune with one another there. Maybe something about communication, could be physical, but could mostly it could be mostly what I'm picking up is that it's something about your communication and how you communicate, and with however that resonates. But it could be physical too. There could be something with your throat going on. I don't know. That's just what I got. So that's going on. And then I do see that once you get out of this, what you need, oh, yes, I'm sorry. You need to make a like a plan to yourself that you're going to actually take time out every day, or or whatever it works for you, those times that you have. I mean, personally, I'd like to see y'all just go for like at least a week and just be silent, but I know that doesn't work for a lot of people. That's why I'm offering other suggestions, because I know we still have to make money even if we're not with the devil on it. That damn devil. Oh yeah, I know where it runs. It reminds me of that movie Tombstone, when the Doc Holliday, Val Kilmer, and Kurt Russell. Anyway, that girl comes and Kurt's like really like eyeing her, and she ends up being the devil, and they're like, "Damn devil." She ends up being in a play. In a play, I mean, she's the devil. So anyway, I'm sure most of you probably seen that one. If you haven't, please do. It's something you don't want to miss. So when I feel this once, and again, if you can't go away somewhere, maybe you can go somewhere like, look at this guy. He's like by a tree, and he needs to let go. Oh, I got to show you this one. This is the best sacrifice card. I swear, I love it. She's like, it almost reminds me of a Pisces energy, like half water, half, in here. But look at those clouds and the rainbow. But it's sacrifice. And I guess I wouldn't choose that word for that card, but I understand why, because you had to get out of the womb. Like nobody, sometimes people didn't want to come out, and they already signed the contract in spirit. Like, I want to go down and do something here. Do these parents? What a dumbass decisions that we made, some of us, I swear. But there was a reason, I'm sure. But anyway, this could be just a favorite park that you like to go to, or if some of you might have the time or to be able to go. But also, I wanted to say this reading is from now until the winter solstice. So, yeah. But after you get, just yoga nanda, and my motherfucker Baba G, I love him so much. I channel with him all the time. And I love him. He's great. So anyway, there's that. And then there's also, I feel like your intuition's going to come in with this rest. But you need to take a break. That's what I'm feeling. I need some of you need to take a break. And that doesn't have to mean that because you take a break, rest and rejuvenation, it doesn't mean that you have to like go outside the world. It can mean that if you want it to. I'd like it to for myself. But anyway, it just means you have to focus on yourself. You have to set a plan to make it mandatory that at least once a day or 3 times, however you can manage it. But make sure you don't dedicate those times to this work, meditation, yoga. And I have a lot of stuff on my channel here. If you get stuck on anything, I got a bunch of shit you can look at. And What else was I? Oh, yes. When you get out of this, when you start to do this shit, and you got the page of wands, 2 times different decks. Let me see. Are these up right side up? Yes. The page of wands, you got both times different decks. That means that the page of wands is really like about, if you think of the fool coming down through his journey. God, these are driving me crazy. Okay. I'm going to have to take them off until I'm ready to read. I thought that would be easier, but it's not. Okay. So, anyway, this is like when you're coming down from your fool's journey, we go through different, suits. And so this is the suit of fire, wands. And this means that, there's going to be so many the wands are about creativity and ideas and just passionate, fiery stuff, like as the pentacles about money more. And then the emotions, the cups, but, and then the mental thing with the swords, the mental masturbation. But this is like the wands. I love the suit of wands. It feels very good, and some of you might have went through also somebody just like stabbing you in the back, but you have to rest. Like it's over now. A new chapter starting, and that's what this is about. But I don't know if that's for all of you. That's just something that I picked up just in my right now thing. But I also have, you know how we all loved the little cards I like to read. They're just my little thing that I somebody in Sedona was I didn't even meet her actually. I was just at a place and she was selling them, and they were on like, buy shelf, buy shelf, and there they are. And so I got them, and I realized that they don't go for all, but they're just like oracle cards, right? And here yours came up. I don't know why this came up either, but look, it's a llama, but it kind of could be a goat. It's a love. So I want to read this for you, Cappy babies. And remember, man, this shit's crazy. We're all going through it. It ain't like, nobody's walking on no water. I know that, or anybody that I know of. So let's just support one another. That's another thing. It's like, let's support each other more and more, because we need to we're raising up in the frequencies through all of these solstices. Man, that moon, man, that solar eclipse, I think it was Virgo. I think I just did something on it. Anyway, that was intense too. But it's every time we illuminate, I just got chills. Every time we illuminate, we get a little higher, right? Okay, so let's read what they're saying to y'all. There it is. Sovereignty, harmony, meditation. Then it says, the visiting pilgrim stands at the stupa, a Buddhist sacred site, praying frequently for world peace. And in the background, the prayer flags imbued with prayerful messages send peace and compassion via the wind to promote harmony and end suffering. In times such as these, when the world is experiencing an invisible war on the people by calculated hidden enemies, our best defense is to come together. Come together. I said it already. Come together to participate in prayer. Group prayer. Well, they say we're 2 or more gathered. So you can do it by yourself, but we're 2. It just gets stronger because it just increases the energy, right? So, okay. And to pray ceaselessly on our own. That's what I just said. Oh, I haven't even read this one before. It is said that when 2/3 of the population awakens and demands back their sovereignty from government gone rogue, then the tipping point will have reached, and the golden age can then begin and usher in. We are close, getting in numbers and momentum. As truth prevails, together collectively with our combined energies, and the help of divine source, of course, and our guides and angels, we can overcome these pressing issues and enter into an enlightened planetary consciousness through meditation and prayer. And you will feel an increase in your own infinite spiritual power and feel the divine authority that works in your life. Oh, you guys, I mean, that's crazy, right? Yeah, that's right. That's your card. Came out. I know when I do these cards, let's see if I can keep my hair back this time. I don't know. It's gonna, these little things. Okay, so anyway, that's awesome. I feel. Um, I feel like these pages are gonna come in, the wands, the fire, and then prosperity. I'm gonna say this will begin for y'all, even if you already had it. It feels like something you have to let go of as far as this is the intensity. Look at this intensity. I felt that the reading, the cards always come out the way I read them too. Let's see, look, it kind of matches me. Anyway, that is kind of what I got for y'all. Don't forget about that third eye and the throat thing. Communicate whatever that means for you. But definitely opening up when you're doing the yoga and the meditation, Baba G, raising it on up, whether it's by yourself or with the group, whatever you're doing, whatever you can do, I would say make sure you lean towards that direction instead of this one, because everybody knows we got to raise it up. And yes, I know we have to survive here. I totally know that. But I know without our faith, I don't really know who's doing that much good. So with that being said, I want you to know that you, if you're new, or just to remind people that aren't, you can, in the description box below, you can go to my website and all the services that I provide. If you need a private reading, to clarify some stuff or whatever, my website's there. You can get a hold of me that way and just keep on keeping on, man. I definitely feel like you need to be in, you need to do something to either meditation or just going. Oh yeah, I was going to say also that I just feel like there could be, some people can't just go, you can meditate anywhere, but I feel like nature is really good to ground yourself right now. And you can raise up, man. You goats are strong, motherfuckers. You strong motherfuckers. So, I mean, seriously, I hope that was helpful. And again, my website is there. Any questions, comments, anything. All right. Blessings, and I'll see you next time for the next one. All right. Till then, just stay safe and avoid toxic energy. All right. Blessings. Yeah. Toxic energy, no.